Welcome back everyone, you have landed again on the channel of the Ebb Fats, a Championship Manager 0102 channel where we talk saves, we talk tips, we talk tactics. Today we're going to be looking at a little bit of a work permit workaround that has been around for a while, but I don't think many people know, and certainly can't find many videos on the subject. So before we get into that, I'll obviously just remind you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share with people you know who might be interested in this tip. Leave me some comments about other videos you'd like to see. So yeah, here we are. You can see we are at the end of the first season. Lazio have just won the Champions League on penalties. So that's the last game of the season. What we will now be looking to do is sign a player who requires normally a work permit, but be able to sign them without the need for one. So probably the most famous person that you'll need to do this for, and the one we'll be using for this example, is Maxim Zygalko. So when you try and sign him normally from Minsk, you'll make that bid, you'll require a work permit. It will more often than not be denied, and you won't be able to sign him. Work permits obviously are in place just in UK leagues, so that's England, Scotland, Wales and Ireland, and are required for players who are non-EU. So anyone not in the EU is classed as a foreigner, and you'll see FGN next to their name on your squad team. But this will allow you to work around that, and you won't need to use the more well-known workarounds, which are offering the player indispensable to the club squad status and also 40,000 or more a week in wages. So let's crack on and do that for you. What you will need to do before you've got to this stage at the end of the season is work out just how much you're going to have to pay for the player in question. So a couple of months before, maybe after the window is closed at the end of March, the start of March, or end of March, it's end of March in England, is work out how much you're going to need to pay for that player. So for example, using Zygalko here, I've worked out that a bid for of about 1.5 million will be able to get him. He's only worth 450, but I've worked out that a bid of about 1.5 should be able to get him in. So what you'll need to know is when the transfer window reopens. So for this particular save, it is the 4th of June. So what you will need to do is put in your bid just prior to that window reopening, and then continue on. Hopefully within a day or so, you will get notification that your bid has been accepted. And when that happens, we can go on to the next stage. Hopefully you are able to hear me all fine over my laptop's fan noise, but here we are. So just a day or two after, the bid has been accepted by Dynamo Minsk, so we offer the contract. So as I've said, what we'll need to do, we don't need to go down the indispensable route, not even important first team player, not even squad rotation, backup, hot prospect. Let's put in a backup. He's allowing us to offer that wage, so £6,750 a week, and that will be offered to him. Again, we continue on. As we know at this point, the window is still not open. We're looking at 4th of June for that. So hopefully he will accept that contract before the 4th of June comes around. And yes, here he is. Right, what you will do differently, you'll see there, the transfer will go through on the 4th. So what you will normally do, as I say, is just hit confirm, put that transfer through, and then it will come up and say the transfer has been delayed for a couple of weeks. Also work permit applied for, or to that effect. What you will do here though is delay the bid. Yeah, so you click delay, Newcastle have asked for a delay of the transfer for a week. So you'll notice that week will take us past the 4th of June. So the bid is created whilst the window is closed. The transfer is agreed whilst the window is closed. But what we will do is confirm the transfer after the window opens, and that will allow us to get Maxim Zakalko in through the door without the need for a work permit. So we'll just wait for that to load up a little, and end of May is always a bit of a slow one on the processing. And we're into June now. So this can be done with any foreign player. You could be looking at someone like a Talon Martin, someone like any South American, any African. Africans you'll find obviously won't get the work permits because they're not playing for their national teams, even if they are a well-known African player. In the game they don't tend to play in the qualifiers, so they don't get the caps to allow them to obtain a work permit. So we skip through. Shearer wins. What did he win there? No, just player of the month, that's alright. So you'll see there, English clubs are now allowed to buy players again, so the transfer window is open. But we've still not reached that full week for Zakalko. That is coming up. Hopefully on the next day load we will be in. And here we go. So the £1.5 million deal taking Dynamo Minsk's Maxim Zakalko to Newcastle can be completed. That's a yes. So it's now after the window is opened. We'll load to the next day. And we will be able to see. It's gone a couple of days just to keep us waiting. So yeah, name a foreign player that's not in the EU. You can do this. The only difference you will find on newer updates is that there are transfer windows involved. So I'll create another video showing how to do it for that one. But there he is, Maxim Zakalko is in. 19-year-old Belarusian with no caps, no under 21s. It's now worth 2.5 million. And no work permit. So as I've said a couple of times now, that can be done for any foreign player. So if there is a Middle Eastern guy like a Habib Jafar who you want to bring in, that trick can be done. A South American, if you're one of the big teams, you want to bring in a big South American, I don't know, Costanzo as a keeper, you can use this trick. Australians, Indians, Africans, anyone outside the EU essentially who would normally require a work permit can be signed without one, without going down the 40 grand a week route and without going down the indispensable route. You will see there that he is listed as a backup for the first team. Shows work permit, but you're going to be playing him anyway, so I'm not sure it comes into play, but it doesn't really matter anyway. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much. A reminder to please like the video, subscribe to the channel for more, share with people you would love to share this tip with, and comment on the videos if you'd like to see anything more coming up on the channel in the future. Speak to you soon, and let's keep playing.